This patch consists of minor adjustments to a number of key attacks, setting the tone for the World Championship at BCX. Competitors should have a solid footing to practice and bring their best to the world stage following these changes. This marks the balance lock for BCX. We've slightly increased the time to hit of Axe's most used grounded attacks to create a wider opportunity to evade or contest these attacks. Some of the Battle Boot's power has been shifted from its grounded kit into aerial quality of life. The side light now has greater time to hit to better offset its movement and to open a dodge window after certain options. The recovery attack now has less recover time on miss to allow for safer use as a movement tool when returning to stage. We've slightly decreased the time between the initial hits of Blaster's side light to slightly decrease the total duration of this attack. We've also increased the damage of Blaster's side light to increase the average reward for this ranged string starter. The bow side light and down light now have greater recover time on miss to allow for a wider opportunity to punish these attacks when used recklessly, especially in scenarios with multiple opponents. Users could often steer themselves away from their target during the first swing of fused chakram recovery, so we've reduced the steering and adjusted the setup location for more guaranteed knockouts. We've also increased the force of the fused ground pound to better match its relatively soft angle of knockback. The hammer had potential combos at low health ranges that were overly centralizing to the beginning of stocks, so we've reduced the stun of hammer sidelight and smoothed the range of stun to open a dodge window during these lengthy combos. Katars would often land neutral light while edgeguarding, but descend during their attacks around a corner, leaving them farther from their target than usual. We've increased the force of sword recovery to bring the weapon's knockout potential closer in line with other mid-range weapons. Ember's side Katars now has less minimum charge time to allow for more responsive use as a punish against pokes and combo starters. We've also increased the damage and force of Ember's side bow to better match the lengthy total duration and level of risk. Ezio's down orb now has significantly greater threat coverage for more reliable use, especially in the air or against a wall. We've also increased the force for better reward, more in line with its total risk. We've increased the minimum charge time of Kaya's side bow and neutral spear to allow a greater opportunity to evade or retaliate against these attacks, especially in scenarios with multiple opponents. Kaya's down spear now has much greater recover time on miss to allow for easier punishes, bringing the risk in line with its variable timing. King Zuva's neutral battle boots now has less recover time to bring its risk closer in line with other similar attacks. King Zuva's down battle boots now has greater force to better match its knockout potential with the horizontal precision it requires. We've increased the minimum charge time of Mordex's side scythe to provide a wider opportunity to evade or contest this ranged attack. We've also increased the recover time on miss for Mordex's down scythe to bring its risk closer in line with its power and utility. Reno's down orb now has significantly less minimum charge time for more responsive use when used as an edgeguard or when using it to evade and counter an attack. Taros neutral hammer now has significantly greater recover time on miss to bring its risk in line with its high potential reward. We've also reduced the force of Taros side hammer and side axe to bring their knockout potential closer in line with other similar signatures.